More evidence tonight that the partisan media is winning. Yesterday, an Army watchdog report found a top general broke social media protocol by engaging in Twitter beefs with right-wing trolls and followers of Tucker Carlson last year as he attempted to defend female service members. The Army found Major General Patrick Donahoe of Fort Benning, Georgia, caused, quote, negative publicity and attention to the Army. Among the things he criticized online was this clip from Tucker Carlson, who accused President Biden of feminizing the military.
So we've got new hairstyles and maternity flight suits. Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. It's a mockery of the U.S. military.
Donahoe, the general, in response, posted this video of a re-enlistment ceremony for a female staff sergeant, saying Carlson couldn't be more wrong.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And so I got to walk her through the oath of enlistment, right? And that's what sets our country apart from others.
That's all. That's what he sent out. Now, of course, now Fox News had what they wanted, a response. And Fox's Laura Ingraham went in for the kill.
What an utterly pathetic and predictable eighth-grade girlish response from a person with such influence and stature.
Major General Donahoe also engaged on Twitter with various conservative critics about the military's COVID vaccination policy, which are unavailable since he made his Twitter account private. The new report says Donahoe's comments received national media coverage, in quotes. And while it appears investigators understood his position in defending the military and servicewomen in general, the attention it brought from right-wing outlets was too much. The report said in part, quote, while potentially admirable, his post brought a measurable amount of negative publicity to the Army, enough that the Office of the Chief of Public Affairs warned the Secretary of the Army of the fallout. While Donahoe was expected to retire, he was temporarily assigned as a special assistant to the commanding general of the U.S. Army Training and Doctrine Command as the investigation concluded. It's unclear what kind of impact the investigation's findings will have on Donahoe's retirement, and that's the scary part. It could lead to him being forced to retire at a lower rank. It sounds like the receiving of national coverage was the big issue. So chalk up a scalp for Fox News, assuming that the general just defended the military's existing policies and stood up for women in the military. How can they allow a Fox News response to potentially reduce the rank of a guy who served in the Army for over 33 years, deployed to Afghanistan, awarded the Bronze Star? Joining us now is Steve Beynon, an Army reporter from military.com, who has been covering this story. Steve, thanks a lot for coming on the show. Appreciate it. So what are most senior Army officials saying about this report?
Thank you for having me. I've been talking to soldiers across all ranks, from the junior enlisted to generals in the Army, and by far this is probably the most contentious thing the Army has done. I talked to one two-star who told me that the Army has effectively issued a hunting permit to radical partisans who host TV shows, and that they even said the Army has gone full MAGA, effectively taken a knee to Fox News on this. And what's most important here is this came at a really critical time when women in the Army were basically finding their footing in the service. They just got accepted into combat arms roles. They can go to Ranger School, and the Army has adjusted a lot of policies to be more women-friendly. So this couldn't have come at a more inopportune time. This has been seen widely as a huge blow to women in the service.
What kind of punishment could the general see?
He could retire with less stars on his chest, demoted. And frankly, what the Army will spin on this story is nothing has technically happened to him yet. An IG investigation doesn't necessarily mean there's punishment. It's just an inquiry, effectively. But what some soldiers I talked to would argue is an IG investigation into itself can be a punishment. Just an investigation is embarrassing. His name is being dragged through the media. He's the hottest topic amongst the rank and file right now. And ironically, the Army, to think they were embarrassed by him defending women on Twitter, they walked into this public affairs snafu.
So what do you think they're going to do now? I mean, are they going to say, all right, we don't want to cause any more trouble here, or are they going to actually demote him in his retirement?
It's hard to say. Just the widespread support from him, the soldiers circling the wagons, again, across all ranks, that's really important to underline here. The sources I deal with every day and the soldiers I talk to and my audience is you can never be too hard on a general. They're in the crosshairs. They're in the hot seat. So for people to come back up someone with stars on their chest sort of tells you how, frankly, outlandish this is being perceived.
Steve, thanks a lot for taking the time to come on the program. I know you're going to be working on a big article on this for next week, so appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Coming up, thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.